I grew up in Chicago, and one of the first places that we lived at, I lived in a basement where the floor was dirt. And one of the things I remember my mom saying was that we had to lock the door with a butter knife. After there, we got in at the projects, and there was lots of alcohol. There was lots of fighting. We had lots of men and parties at our house. And that is where a lot of sexual abuse took place. And my mom had used us in that way. It's been a long while, and it's feeling uncomfortable, like, to say it. I'm not trying to go. It's not like I haven't told this story 1,000 times, but anyway, I didn't know my biological dad. He was in Vietnam War, and when he came back, he was saved, and my mom just was living like the devil, and he tried to bring us in with him, and Mom refused to do that, and he went on to live his life. So I never knew my father. My mother was in relationship with lots of men. My mom was a prostitute at one point. My brother is the offspring of that prostitution. And my mom was a drug dealer. And there would be times that she would kick us out. I mean, she really didn't care where we went as long as we weren't there. Occasionally, there would be a bus that would come and pick us up, and the church really liked me going there because I would bring all the people from the projects there. But there was people at the church that told me I was going to go to hell. I prayed about that, had bad dreams about that, and in a way, I felt like I was living in hell there. I saw somebody get stabbed outside, and there was nobody there, no police ever. I mean, the next day I saw blood on the snow, but it was more like that was the kind of environment that I lived in. I had nobody to lean on as a child. I was left to take care of things myself, and I was almost the parent of my siblings. And then we moved to Southern Illinois. I went from an asphalt to play on to weeds and grass and the country. And in some ways, going to Southern Illinois was different, and I would say my mom would say it was better, but for me, it was the same. The dirtiness felt a little different there, but the dirtiness was still there because that is where my dad began really being sexually active with me. So I had lots of dads. To say which one, I mean, some of them were better than the others. Ironically, the one who really sexually abused me was the best of all of them because he protected me from my mom. It's hard to know you're living in hell when hell is all you know.